Books Don't Mix with Water, a Percabeth alternate universe fanfic. Part 1. Percy Jackson was not a fan of school. It was annoying and a waste of his time. It took too many hours a day, hours that could be spent surfing. He was a champion surfer and loved the water. He could ride any wave that came his way. The bigger, the better, he always said. So his life could have been full of adventure and surfing and contests and fun. But right now it was filled with homework, boring lectures, and books. Why am I even here? Percy grumbled to himself. He stomped into the library, earning him a sharp look from the librarian. He rolled his eyes. I didn't want me to be here either, he said. The library was supposed to be a quiet place, which wasn't really his thing, considering he was a loud surfer dude with a voice to rival the sea. That and water was supposed to be banned, as if a book got wet, it would be ruined forever. I'm going to kill Jason, Percy thought to himself. Jason Grace was one of his best friends. They had an odd friendship. Jason was the golden good boy the teachers adored and the students admired. Percy was the troublemaker the teachers had splitting headaches over and the students watched for entertainment in the grueling classes. Jason had forced Percy to go to the library to check out the books they needed for a project. Percy protested, but begrudgingly went when Jason gave his "I said go" look. Percy searched up the books he needed on the computer and went to find them. He collected 3 of the 4 books. Oh God, why are these so freaking big? He muttered. He set down his forbidden water bottle on a table to grab the last book. Unfortunately, Percy did not carefully set his water bottle down. He practically dropped it. It bounced once, twice, 3 times, before falling over and spilling water all over an open book right on the table. Whoops, he whispered. This was not going to be good. Snatching up the book, he stacked them into a pile and picked it up, quickly taking the water bottle and leaving as fast as possible. I'm praying no one saw. I'm praying no one saw. I'm praying no one saw. I'm praying, he said over and over and over in his head, until he was interrupted. You! Shouted a voice. Percy froze. Someone saw. Get back here, it said. Percy turned around expecting to see that librarian again. The voice sounded grouchy enough to be the elderly lady with no emotion whatsoever. Instead, he was met with a girl. Her gray eyes glared sharply into his sea-green ones. Unsure what to do, Percy stayed still. The girl placed her hands on her hips, scowling even more. I said, get over here, you idiot, she snapped. Percy slowly walked towards the girl, a little scared. She was intimidating, which was kind of strange considering Percy was 6 foot and the girl was definitely shorter than him. There's just something about the way her stone gray eyes bore into his soul and the way that she held herself. This is no place for yelling in my quiet sanctuary, the librarian scolded the girl. Sorry, she said without any emotion. You can go into the empty reading room if you wish to be so distracting. The girl huffed and snatched her soaked book from off the table and practically marched into the empty room the old lady had pointed to. And while on her way, the blonde girl grabbed Percy by his arm and dragged him to said room, causing him to almost drop everything he was holding. They entered the room and closed the door. I don't think this will be good, Percy thought. Who do you think you are? The girl spat. Well, my name is... Percy started setting the books on the ground. He awkwardly held his water bottle tight. Did it sound like I asked for your name? Because if so, I didn't, the girl snapped. Percy nodded his head, a little fearful of what would come next. There is a no water bottle rule here, you fool. You know why? Because of people like you. People like me think, oh, hey, I might just set my book down for a second to put something away, and bam, it's ruined in a matter of seconds, she said, crossing her arms. I'm really sorry, Percy said, backing up. This girl was clearly not one to mess with. Oh, you better be. She stepped towards him. You owe me 2 books. The one you destroyed and one of my choosing. Got it? She said. Percy nodded, too afraid to speak. Name, she said. Well, she definitely was one of those people who were to be listened to and commanded people around. Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson. The champion surfer. The dark-haired boy said nervously. Annabeth, said the girl. She was clearly annoyed that Percy had added the surfer part. Nice to meet you. Can't say the same. I'll buy your books. When are you free to go to the bookstore? Percy had no idea what to do. This girl, although scary, was actually super cute. Percy had never cared about girls, yet plenty drooled over him, but it didn't faze him. This girl, however, had almost princess looks. Like warrior princess, but princess nonetheless. She had blonde, curly hair that was thrown back into a ponytail and those stone gray eyes. She wasn't overly short, but she wasn't tall either. She seemed slender, but he knew by her grip that she had some strength. Tomorrow, 4, Tom's bookstore, she said. And with that, she turned around and opened the door to leave. Well, I guess that's it, Percy said out loud to no one but himself. He sighed and left the room to check out. You had detention for bothering students in my sanctuary and bringing in a water bottle, the librarian said as she checked them out. Okay, he said and walked back to class. Dude, what took you so long? Jason asked when Percy finally got back. I kind of mistakenly didn't mean to spill water all over a girl's book, got yelled at, got told I have to buy her 2 books, and then got detention. Jason's eyes widened. Wow, Jason said, not even sure how to react. Yeah, that's why I don't go into that place, Percy sighed. Jason rolled his eyes. Oh, whatever. Come on now. Let's start working so we can do whatever we want for the next week, Jason said. Percy perked up at the thought of goofing off all class with Jason and Leo, who was sick that day but was in their group. Okay, he said, getting right to work. Leave it up to Jason Golden Boy Grace to make Percy hate school, Jackson work.